What if I told you the secret to a happy life isn't found in achieving more, pleasing everyone, or chasing perfection, but in facing 5 brutal, uncomfortable truths that most people run from their entire lives? Stay with me, because the moment you stop running, you start living. Let's be honest, modern life tries to sell us comfort at every turn. It tells us we should always feel good, always be admired, always be in control. But Stoic philosophy whispers something different, something raw, something real. It says, don't seek for everything to happen as you wish it would, but rather wish that everything happens as it actually will, and your life will flow well. That's Epictetus, and he wasn't in the business of sugarcoating life. Today I want to walk you through 5 harsh truths that Stoicism teaches us, not to bring you down, but to wake you up, because sometimes the truth hurts, but it also heals. This might sting a little. You are not that important, not in the way your ego wants to believe, not in the way you imagine when you're lying awake at night, replaying conversations or worrying about what they might think. Here's the truth. Most people aren't thinking about you. They're thinking about themselves, their problems, their insecurities, their image. And that might feel disheartening at first. But stay with me, because buried inside this uncomfortable truth is one of the most liberating realizations of your life. Seneca once wrote, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." And isn't that the truth? How many moments have you wasted playing a role, hiding your true self, calculating every move, just to be perceived a certain way by people who were never even paying attention? We construct a false self, brick by brick, from approval, validation, compliments, likes, and forget that it was never real to begin with. But when you accept that you're not the center of anyone's universe, you become free. Free to be misunderstood, free to make mistakes, free to be awkward, imperfect, real, because you're no longer performing, you're living. The Stoics didn't believe in building your worth on fragile foundations like status, praise, or appearance. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily, "Soon you will have forgotten all things. Soon all things will have forgotten you." At first glance, it's humbling, maybe even a little bleak, but look closer. It's not bleak, it's clarifying. You don't have to carry the weight of everyone's expectations. You don't need to win the approval of a world that barely notices when you enter or leave a room. You're not here to impress, you're here to live with purpose. So, let go of the spotlight you imagined was following you. No one is watching as closely as you think. And in that beautiful space of obscurity, you can finally breathe, finally create, finally become. Because it's not about being important to everyone. It's about being real with yourself. Let me say it plainly. Life is not always fair, and that truth can be hard to swallow. The innocent suffer. The honest are betrayed. The selfless are often overlooked, while the selfish get ahead. You can do everything right, and still be met with pain, rejection, or failure. We grow up being told that if we work hard, play fair, and treat others with kindness, life will reward us. But reality doesn't always play by those rules. Sometimes it knocks you down before you even find your footing. But Marcus Aurelius offers a different kind of wisdom. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. There is peace in accepting that the world will not always be just. Because once you stop demanding fairness from life, you stop being a victim of it. You stop reacting and start responding. You stop resenting and start growing. You can meet cruelty with compassion. You can face loss with love. You can turn adversity into fuel for resilience, patience, and wisdom. Life might not be fair, but you can be the person who still chooses to act with integrity. Because that's what Stoicism teaches. Don't become what hurt you. Become what heals you. Here's a truth that cuts deep. Not everyone will like you. And no matter how much you try to please, some people will misunderstand you, judge you, even hate you, for no real reason at all. Epictetus said it best. If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. Let go of the need to be liked. It's a prison made of mirrors. Be kind, be honest, be yourself, and let the rest go. Because if you spend your life chasing approval, you'll lose yourself in the process. And you are not here to live someone else's script. Everything changes. Your body, your relationships, your dreams, your identity. And yet, We resist. We cling. We grieve what we think we've lost. But Stoicism teaches us to embrace impermanence. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Observe constantly that all things take place by change, and accustom yourself to consider that the nature of the universe loves nothing so much as to change the things which are, and to make new things like them." Change isn't your enemy, it's the very rhythm of life. So instead of fearing it, flow with it. Adapt, evolve, let go. Because what you lose in comfort, you gain in growth. And finally, this one might sound simple, but it's the hardest of all. Happiness is a choice, not something that happens to you, not something you wait for. It's a decision, a mindset, a daily practice. As Seneca said, true happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future. You can't control the world, but you can control your thoughts. You can choose to be grateful instead of resentful, calm instead of reactive, compassionate instead of bitter. Happiness isn't found in perfect circumstances. It's built through disciplined perception. Every moment you are choosing, and that choice shapes your life. It's not some grand prize waiting at the end of a perfect life. It's not found in more money, more likes, more praise. It's here, now, hidden in the small moments you keep overlooking. And yet, so many of us live like happiness is on hold. We say, "I'll be happy when I get the job. I'll be happy when I find the right person. I'll be happy when life finally calms down." But life doesn't work that way. The perfect moment you're waiting for, it's a mirage, and it disappears the closer you chase it. What if happiness isn't something we find, but something we practice? Gratitude, presence, perspective. The Stoics didn't live easy lives. They faced war, exile, poverty, betrayal, and yet they found joy, not in their conditions, but in their character. So ask yourself, what are you choosing right now? Are you choosing worry over wonder, resentment over peace? You won't always feel good. Life will test you. But in every moment, you have a choice: to suffer what is, or to accept it with open eyes and an open heart. That, the Stoics believed, is where happiness begins. So, there they are. 5 harsh truths that most people avoid. But the Stoics embraced, and through them, they found peace. You are not the center of the universe. Life will be unfair. Some people won't like you. Everything will change, and still, you can choose joy. Because true strength is not about control, it's about acceptance. And true happiness isn't found in fantasy, it's found in facing reality, with courage. If this message resonated with you, consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel. There's another video on the screen right now that dives deeper into Stoic wisdom. You won't want to miss it. Thank you for being here. Until next time. And as always, stay Stoic.